Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This time we are doing the Not So Berry Challenge, Create a Sim and Home Building episode. So guys, I want to first say that this is actually a Twitch stream that I'm displaying. I'm going to be start doing that on Sundays now, where I just post streams I've done on Twitch, possibly just Sims ones. And this one happens to be the Not So Berry one. I will be posting Not So Berry every Sunday, but it's going to be the VOD from Twitch. So, as you guys can see here, we are going ahead and going to create our very first Mint Sim. That little Simsy or Kayla created this challenge, so I just want to give a shout out to her. Please go follow her on Twitter or on Twitch. She is becoming such a massive streamer and I'm honestly so proud of her. But we decided to go with a beautiful sim here. As you can see by the numerous polls that pop up on screen, I let the chat have a really big say in what actually happened, and you can read the chat there. You can see everyone kind of deciding what was best for him, so it was kind of cool to see everyone kind of interacting and what they wanted to do. Now, we went for Thorn and then Berry as his name. So if you guys didn't know, my real name is Nigel, so it was kind of like a pun, like Nigel Thornberry, if that makes sense. I thought it was kind of adorable. This is the mintiest that we could kind of go. We went for kind of a cute sim. I think he's really, really adorable. He's actually, like, he's just so precious, so cute, and I just really, really find him adorable. And I hope you guys really, really enjoy this video. Now, I'm going to leave you guys go just to enjoy the rest of the Create a Sim, and then after Create a Sim is done, I'm going to start talking again once we're doing the actual speed build. So I will see you guys in a few moments. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the creation of Nigel Thornberry. So here we go, we're going to be creating a nice little cabin. The chat actually voted that for the Not So Berry challenge we had to live in the Forgotten Hollow, which I thought was a little bit weird since this is one of the areas that has the least amount of people, but everyone was really obsessed with it. I think they want eventually one of the berries to become a vampire, so I decided to build something simple yet covered in greenery like I normally do. I went for kind of like a little kind of cabin cottage kind of style, and this is actually one of my very first times building with foundations, so I was I know it's very basic, but I was very impressed with the addition of the foundation. I'm not gonna lie here, and I like the fact that I was able to use the decking properly to the best extent. You can actually see quite a few design processes. I had a little bit of a trouble with the roofing for this area, which we'll see in a short little while. Now, here we were trying to figure out what was going to go for the bottom of the decking, because I wanted the walls to look a little bit better in terms of, like, I wanted them to be kind of stony but not too different. Plus, it was kind of weird to build in Forgotten Hollow because the buildings here are so old compared to the rest of the Sims world. So to find something that kind of fitted our aesthetic in the Forgotten Hollow world was a unique challenge, I will say that. But in the end, we did manage to do it, and it was kind of cool to fit it all in, which I thought was really fun. So with that in mind, you can see us adding in windows and doors. This is a 2-story cottage that I built. Downstairs has like a sitting room, kitchen, dining room, and a spare bedroom. Also has a little bathroom tucked away in the back, and then upstairs has a spare room that we're leaving open for if he needs to use it for a workshop or anything, or if the family expands. We also have a barely furnished bedroom because I ran out of money after I did the outside, and then we also have a second bathroom upstairs. So here I was trying to figure out what windows to go where and what I wanted, because I did have a particular look in mind for this house that I wanted to do. Then here, I actually went ahead with these kind of cobbledy wallpaper, but I honestly changed them in the end because they didn't really match the top of the room. As you can see, here's my first attempt at the roof, and it's not actually that good. I kind of went for like a barn kind of a look here, and it just didn't work out. Let me go say that. Just because I couldn't really build up there, it didn't make sense to me, and it didn't look right to me because I didn't get those extras, because I wanted like a little thing above that side annex. So here I go, and I'm just making like the small little areas, and then going to fill the rest of them in with small little roofing sections. And I think it actually turned out pretty well for what's in it. Now you can actually see like one of my most amazing landscaping things in this build here, because once I start doing the garden, I actually go all in here, and I built a quite a nice garden that I think the Berry family and the generations to come will really appreciate it too. So there we go. That's the first one that I did anyway, and then I ended up putting those windows in there, which I think is such a nice little organic feature to The Sims 4. I wish the roofs could change just a little bit, because they do kind of look like little kind of sheets of paper just slapped onto the side with some super glue. But eventually we did change it with some of the editing features for the, I think it was the kind of like the rim of the roof. You can change the thickness of it, and that kind of helped an awful lot. Now I'm not gonna lie, it did help significantly. Now the only thing with this is it was actually kind of around the top roof, so I did end up changing it just a little bit by the end of it to make it a little bit more kind of flowy, I guess. But as you can see there, I'm decorating the whole house, and it looks really cute. The actual bottom of it, I think it looks really nice. You can see the chat is like just chatting away and watching, and kind of like helping me on like what actually looks nice, because I did need a little bit of help here every now and again. And I actually ended up missing one of that little section on the side of the wall there. There you go. See, I got it in the end, guys. I got it in the end. So here I go, just put it in. I actually went ahead and decorated the outside of the house first. I love decorating the outside of the house because it kind of gives me a feel for the person who's living inside the house, if that makes sense. Because I know what kind of garden they have, I know what kind of like their style is, and then I know what to kind of populate the house with. And I went for kind of like a older kind of look, even though Thornberry is a younger sim and he looks modern. I feel like he'd have kind of an old edged an old age kind of vibe about him. Now in the Not So Berry challenge, you actually cannot use, you can use cheats if you like, but we decided not to use any cheats except the free real estate one. So we bought this lot free real estate, then we sold the house that was on the lot, and we used that money to furnish the house. So I think we ended up using like 60,000 for this house, so it is quite achievable when you first start off The Sims 2, if you do end up working and like stripping off like one of the main houses. Because I think if you sell the one for, what is it, I think it's a 20,000 house that you can buy as like a starter home, and if you sell everything inside that house and you cut out like an awful lot of these greeneries that we're kind of using, you can build this house for like 35,000, maybe even 40,000, which is pretty cheap in The Sims, I will say. Now I did love using the BB move objects and stuff like that here to kind of just add a little bit extra to the greenery. As you can see there, I love adding like the big parts of the wall that kind of have vines and stuff growing on them. I thought that made it look a little bit more natural and kind of a vibe area. Eventually we do start putting trees around the house so that the build kind of blends in with Forgotten Hollow but still keeps this kind of airy fairy charm, because I think that's what Thorn is. He's basically a fairy descendant, and he's currently living in the vampire place, and apparently fairies are very attracted to, vampires are very attracted to fairies, which will explain what happened in the first episode, but I'm not going to spoil that for you guys. But yeah, we ended up doing quite a lot here, and he has this kind of otherworldly house, so I feel like the Berry family are bringing life back to the Forgotten Hollow. It's not going to be forgotten any longer. And this is one of my favorite things that I actually learned how to do, is just landscaping, just actually like popping down different parts of dirt in and kind of blending them in, just so that they actually do look like they're weathered and grown and some stuff, because like the grass isn't going to be as perfect under trees and stuff like that, obviously, because they're landscaped ground. Now here I was just dashing in small bits of like flowers and stuff like that, and then throughout the video you can see me kind of adjust it and kind of change the different like blending kind of things in here. So I did end up changing quite a lot about this kind of little build. So it does end up turning into something really wonderful by the end of it, and I did end up decorating and putting in a lot more flowers. As you can see me do here, I did end up kind of adjust and change around and kind of pop in a few rocks here and there, just to give it a little bit more. I kind of went with the fact that if I put rocks down first, that would give me kind of an anchor to work around. So that's why I wanted to do that and see how we got on. But, you know, it didn't always work to my advantage. Sometimes there was awkward bits, because I did want to add a greenhouse in at one stage, like this little annex, and I couldn't actually fit it in because I had already designed the garden as if there was nothing going in there. So yeah, it didn't turn out exactly the best, but you know, we got on with what we got. As you can see already, the front of the house is looking amazing. I thought it did look fantastic by the end of it, especially when we end up decorating the deck. And then for the interior of the house, we did do quite of an older style, as I did say myself. The sitting room is kind of very similar to the speed build I did a little while ago, and that was kind of what inspired me to the inside of this house, because I really wanted to start posting more speed builds to my channel, and I just thought, you know what, we built this on stream. This is like an organic flow of me. You can actually see me talk and interact in the chat. So if you were there on Twitch, or if you want to come to the next one, you will be able to see me build these things live. If you want to learn, or if you really find them like relaxing or soothing, we can chat it while we do it, and it's kind of cool because it gives me something to do, because when you film a speed build, you can't really do much else but like just figure things out. So it's nice to have like little chatting companions to talk away to, which is why I kind of liked streaming it. So that was kind of fun. So this stream actually was kind of 4 hours long, so that's why there's not an awful lot of content here. So for the first stream of the Not So Berry challenge, we actually streamed the Create a Sim, we streamed the house building process, and we also streamed me getting my very first promotion, and then I cut the stream short. So the next stream then, which is going to be tomorrow, yes, tomorrow at 9 PM GMT, we're going to be continuing on with Thorn's Legacy, and you guys can watch the first episode. It'll be out in a little while. It could be out at the same time this video is out, actually. I'm not too sure. It depends on how long I can edit it. But I really liked it. I just trying to figure out little like bits and bots to put around. You know, there's like little like just like accents that you can throw around the the decking and stuff like that to make it just a little bit more livable. Because I feel like Thorn either inherited this house or is just really good at decorating. Because I love having livable houses. I love the fact that they look livable. I love the fact that you can see things like here and there that just scatter around, that just indicate a story. They indicate a personality. And I think when people build in The Sims 4, they often forget that you need to make these houses look as if they were lived in. You can't have everything neat like a showroom, because that's not what basically The Sims is about, you know? The Sims is about creating life stories. It's about doing things and seeing experiences, you know? And that's what all the previous packs was, and that's what The Sims means to me. It's just creating unique life moments, you know, that you want to like experience over and over and over again. That's why I love The Sims, and I love the creative process in it. So that's why I kind of love this house. And you can see already it's transformed so much from the bare little shack that we started off with. See, as you can see, they actually really did like my accents there of the dark wood fence better, which I thought was really cool, and it kind of gave me that little bit of boost that like I was on the right track with this house. So, you know, if you guys ever did want to pop along, you guys know. And that was like a little thing that we wanted to put in. We wanted to put in like a little kind of bear gnome, just as like a little kind of gag gift here. I did think the addition of lanterns would look cute, but then again, they did look a little bit too extra, so I didn't see a reason for it. And I put that in just as like a little kind of log house, because like we do have a fireplace, so it does stem to reason that we'd have a log area. See, that's the greenhouse that I wanted to put in. Now, it would fit in there, it would just look a little bit weird. And the very first berry in the Not So Berry challenge does not focus on gardening at all. He actually focuses on like mischief, vegetarianism, and a scientist career. So I thought that was kind of cool. So eventually, I think the goal of the thing is to clone his lover. Whoever we pick to be the lover, I think we're going to clone them. And that clone is going to literally be the romance option for like the second generation sim or something like that. We don't know yet, but we're gonna definitely clone someone in this because we really want to. So yeah. So here we go, I'm going to decorate the inside of the house now. I struggled with a little bit trying to figure out what way to line the house, because I built the outside of the house first, which I always do, and I never really worry about the inside of the house, which is a little bit weird. So I kind of built the sitting room, that's the sitting room at the area, kind of the living room area, and then I didn't know what I wanted to do, and because the upstairs is kind of awkward with the roof, I needed to fit in the stairs, and the stairs are kind of why I designed this house. So I ended up putting the stairs in the middle of that back room to the right, which then gave me two options. I could tuck away the bathroom at the back of it and give like a second kind of dining room or bedroom. The back room to the left I made into a bathroom. I was going to do a little bathroom in beside the front door, but then I realized that like no one opens their front door to a wall, you know what I mean? Like it's a little bit weird. So I was going to put a fireplace there, but then I was like, you know what, no, let's just pop a fireplace in there, then we'll extend the wall one. If we move that across, we'll extend the wall one. That'll give me like a border to work with for the living room, and then I can, you know, just edit the rest of the house around that. So that'd be kind of cool. So there you go. If we put in these stairs, I actually rotated them quite a lot. So that's where I ended up putting them. And then I want to tuck away the bathroom in behind. So it ended up getting a little bit of shape from both my efforts and the chat's efforts in what looked good and suggestions and where to put it. Because of the way the roof worked, it was very awkward to pop in these stairs and also fit in different things, and how we were going to split up the upstairs as well. It was kind of weird because if I put it there, I would have had like a relatively small front room, which I didn't because I wanted the front room upstairs to be quite big, to be like a defining feature. So I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy the rest of this build stream, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys will pop along next time to the next Not So Berry stream. And I hope you guys, if you can't, that you will check out the next video, which is the first episode of the Not So Berry challenge. And then on Sunday, the following Sunday, we'll be posting episode 2, and I'm literally going to edit the crap out of these streams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit loads, and I'm going to pop in bits and bobs that are kind of the most important bits of the streams, like important moments and stuff like that. So it's not going to be the entire 4-hour stream, don't worry guys. It's going to be like a defining episode, and it'll have like coherent things, and hopefully it'll come across that way so you guys could enjoy the stream as you would normally would a video. And if you can, then you can pop over next time and actually see it live, and hopefully interact, because you guys are going to have a lot of like say in what we do with Torn, like who we romance, what we do, what we name our first child, what they do, all that kind of stuff you guys get to decide over on Twitch. So I will see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and tomorrow we are going to be posting Stardew Valley and the Avenue SMP. So I will see you guys another day. Goodbye!